Oh, here you are, face to face in this trashy bar. Another glass and I am going places. Makes me laugh about the irony of everything.
Hey guys, we're back at the Appalachian Trail in Connecticut. A little deja vu today. I wanted to start the Appalachian Trail in Pauling, New York on Route 55 and go northbound. That's the first entrance into Connecticut from New York, and start to go north. Unfortunately, when I went there, a couple of hikers told me that some of the bridges were closed. So rather than wasting time, I jumped in the car and drove about 10 miles north to Kent. So we are back where we were last Sunday when I did my first 10-mile run on the Appalachian Trail, episode 1. I'll put the link on top. And today we'll push a little bit further, see how we go. It's another beautiful day. It's honestly, it's great to be alive. It's been a rough week at work, and with my running, I continue to recover from my Yeti 100. It's been 2 weeks and I'm still banged up. When I get back out there running, it's a beautiful time of year, and I'm just ready to go. Yeah, let's dive right in. So we're gonna cover some of the same trail, and so I won't do as much filming in the beginning. Episode 1 of my Appalachian Trail series covers that. So we'll go in a little bit and then push past where we were last Sunday, and I'll start picking up and doing some more filming. So beautiful, gorgeous day back out here. So 1 mile into my run, still running on the white blazed Appalachian Trail along the Housatonic River, and 1 mile in at 10:05. So I'm gonna take it easy today, and based on my trajectory, probably need another 2 weeks to fully heal and be able to ramp back up. So probably a month. First week off completely. This is my second week. Probably gonna end up doing between 20 and 30 miles this week, and then over the next couple of weeks start to ramp up slowly and stay healthy. Yeah, so just thrilled to be back out running. It's a beautiful day, unseasonably warm. Feels like it's in the low to mid 70s. Just past the 2 mile point, about a 10:40 live for the second mile. So somewhere around 21 minutes into my run. Stopped a couple of times to set up the camera and film a little bit for you guys. Again, really enjoying this, and great, very refreshing, mentally recharge, forget about the week at work, wipe that hard drive clean, start the new week feeling energized, rejuvenated, positive. Let me know kind of what you guys think about while you're on your runs, and how do you use this time, whether it's running alone or with friends, family, how to use this time to recharge your batteries, so to speak, and get back to a positive place mentally and emotionally. Leave me a comment below. Thanks. Just passed 3 mile mark at about 10:16, so running probably a little bit fast. Coming up on this field here for a short stretch, moving away from the river before we turn back in and ultimately turn back away again. So I would say about 31 minutes into my run at this point. Last week I felt a couple of things in my legs that I wasn't sure were from the Yeti. I mentioned my shins, particularly my left shin. I had what felt like shin splints. Took 3 days off. Took care of the inflammation with Advil and icing. Got some extra rest. But now running back here, I realize on the downhills, there's some pretty steep downhills that are rocky that I'm not used to running. And I think probably what I'm doing is braking too much on the downhills, maybe heel striking, and therefore absorbing it, not through my foot and my arch, but through my legs, and therefore, you know, putting a lot of stress on my shins. So, new to ultra running. For me, this is not like running in the park or running on a rail trail, and I need to take it easy, let my body adapt, get used to it, and take care of my body. Mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. We're starting to go up here. We're not quite 4 miles in. I ran to about 3.5 miles, 36:30. Then started alternating walking and running to here. Guess I need to walk. It's too steep, too rocky. And I think as I start to become a better technical trail runner, I can probably run sections like this a little bit, and then, you know, see how it goes, and then have to go pick a way through these rocks here again. And then there's going to be runnable sections in between. A little bit more, just learning, practicing, picking our way through here. Yeah, this is steep. This is definitely steep. Definitely have to make some quick decisions in here. I think this is past the point I went last time. Definitely tough on the legs. Holy cow. We're gaining a little bit of altitude here. Yeah, It's not easy. Four miles, last mile, the climbing and walking 14:48, so 46 minutes into my run. Gonna go another mile, turn around, and head back. Still here. Still going uphill here, trying to run the flats and some of the uphills a little bit. Again, just to learn and practice and build up my legs, glutes. It was a great glute workout. About 4.5 miles in, 4.6, and I asked for vert, and let's take a look at this. This is serious vert. Some of it I may have to go on all fours, so let's take a look at what this looks like. Let me show you what this looks like going up. Very careful here. One hand on the rocks, one hand on the GoPro. I should have brought my head mount or my chest mount, but I'm using my shorty stick, so yeah, I'm gonna put it away here. I topped that mountain and started going down the other side quite a bit, so at the turnaround we're gonna head back up to the top of that mountain and then descend where we had the little cliff. This is definitely a very humbling experience for me. Not afraid to say it. Bit off more than I could chew. 10 miles on the Appalachian Trail doesn't sound like a lot, and on the flat part it's not, but from 3.5 miles in to 5 miles, that 1.5 miles was a steady climb. We'll see on the Strava and the Stride, but it feels like more than 10%. In some sections I had to climb on all fours, so that was definitely a new experience, and I'm feeling parts of my legs, my knees, my shins, that when I run flat, even on trails, I have no issues. So again, great preparation doing this. Here we go, climbing again for one of the big 100 milers, whether it's a Western States or a Leadville or a Hard Rock. There's a lot of climbing, or even something in my home country, Switzerland. Think about the Eiger Ultra, climbing 20 to 30,000 feet, so gotta learn this. And next time we'll take the poles with me, practice with my black diamond carbon Z poles be a good idea as well. So I'm gonna head back to the car. Dusk is starting to settle in, so I'm gonna put the GoPro away so I can focus on being efficient. So that last mile was about 24-25 minutes with all the climbing. It's past the 6 mile mark on the way back, running some of the downhills that are not too steep. 6 miles in an hour and 34 minutes. So those last 2.5 miles climbing and descending, definitely slow, but feel good. Trashed, tired, sore, but feel good mentally about the run. Still got 4 miles to go back to the car. Starting to get dark, so need to keep moving here. Make sure we're not lost on this trail at night. Didn't bring a headlamp, so as you can see, this good news, bad news. 8 miles done, 2 miles to go. 8 miles in 2 hours and 5 minutes. Last mile was able to mostly run around 12:20 pace. Bad news, this run kicked my ass. Totally humbling, totally awesome. Lots to think about. Kicked my ass. At this point, I'm in so much pain. I'm just running on fumes. Take it any way you want, but I am running on fumes. Let's go get this run done. Hey guys, back at the car, 10 miles done, 2 hours, 28 minutes, 58 seconds for 10 miles on the Appalachian Trail. Awesome. I'll do a recap when I get home. Hey guys, what a brutal yet awesome run that was. Totally stoked and totally proud of how I ran. Very happy with the outcome. Let's take a look at the stats. 10 miles on the Connecticut section of the Appalachian Trail. 2 hours, 28 minutes, 58 seconds. So under 2.5 hours. Average pace was 14 minutes and 53 seconds. Total elevation gain around 1,200 feet. Most of that was in the 1.5 mile section between miles 3.5 and mile 5, which was my turnaround point. The first 3.5 miles was fairly runnable, and then we started to climb. The last 3.5 miles was also runnable on the way back to the car. Unfortunately, at that point, my body was completely shot and I was in extreme pain and just trying to get to the car. As we know, this is only my second run on the Appalachian Trail, and I would like to do the full 50 miles that's within the state of Connecticut. So I picked up from Staples today a set of maps. These are the U.S. Geological Survey 7.5 minute quadrangle maps, 7 of them that show the Connecticut section of the Appalachian Trail. Printed out on heavyweight paper, laminated on both sides so you can write on them. They're going to go on the wall, and I'm going to start plotting out the 50 miles and where I've run, where I plan to run, my times, and some comments and observations. It would be a lot of fun to plan and train, and in the process fail a few times to see, can I run the full 50 miles on the Connecticut section of the Appalachian Trail? What kind of time and effort is required for me to do that? And what can I learn from it? Just to have some fun, I took a look at what the FKT, the fastest known time, is. on the Connecticut section of the Appalachian Trail between New York on the south and Massachusetts on the north. The self-supported time is 12 hours, 55 minutes, and 52 seconds. And the unsupported time is 15 hours, 45 minutes, and 49 seconds. So on to the next one. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, please consider doing so to follow my journey. Would really appreciate it. And hit the like button and leave me a comment below. What are your dreams and goals for 2021? Just put it out there and let's have a conversation. Thanks a lot.